another three-pointer, no good. This time that shot by Izzy Wyasket, their top scorer. They get it down low to Sparidan, and she scores on the foul.
In the paint right now is Wasatch, and they're fighting their way back into this game, grinding inside the paint. That's kind of their DNA. They love scrap. They love the pick and rolls. And that time on the fast break, they found it.
Coach Soder mentioned that they were going to be rather small compared to Wasatch, and that they were hoping their heavy full court pressure was going to take that. But right, 2 in a row, Kyler, their bigs, the Wasatch bigs, score and get fouled. Sparidan gets their own rebound, puts it back up. Garner puts it up and in. Danny Garner, the offensive board and bucket. That 8-0 lead is now down to 1 early for Clearfield.
Now you want to start maybe looking at timeouts for Clearfield, because Clearfield might need to get back into this game if this lead gets given up.
Fili Leava'a down quickly. There's the little give and go right there. Was going to go. Garner's going to take a 7-footer. No good. And that is Wyasket with the rebound and brings it down. Wyasket, you can see why she's their top scorer. Garner, another rebound.
Yeah,
Wasatch down 7-8.
Sket is already playing very aggressive, not being afraid to take it. Wasatch looks like they're going to try and slow this play down just a bit.
Wyasket has taken 3 shots. All of them misses. Fili down low on Wyasket. No call there. A little bump and grind. And the basket, good. Winsler coming off the bench. And Wasatch takes their first lead of the night, 9-8. Beautiful passing down low. That shot was blocked by Sparidan, but Sparidan fouls. Can't see that number right away. Number 24, that's Amory Scholar.
Just not enough numbers transitioning back for Wasatch, and then they were all combusted and blah, blah, and they're just trying to figure out where to go. And then beautiful court recognition from Clearfield to just keep finding the open player. And now they got a trip. Oh, I thought that was going to be shooting foul, but no, they'll have an inbound.
Just like that, shot open. Oh, no good. But they're going to get their offensive board and a fresh shot clock. Wyasket, they are coming way out on Wyasket. They don't want her to shoot that 3. It's De La O that's already hit a couple of 3s. Brindley Smith checked in a moment ago and got that rebound.
Wasatch defense looks a little scattered. Not all there on the same page, but might be the same thing for. I thought Wasatch might have a break. 1-on-1 at the baseline.
Winsler drives. That ball is blocked. Stolen by Garner in the mix. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession is going to go to Clearfield. Yeah, I agree with you, Kyle. I think Wasatch really depends on, as you mentioned earlier, getting it down low, get it to the post. And but I think teams have frustrated our guards just a little bit by that high pressure. And it's like you said also, it makes them change their game a little bit. And that's what's happened here is Wasatch has adapted.
In this court press that Wasatch has right now has been broken. They're able to get past that layer and inside the paint.
De La O drives, kicks it out. Shot no good. Sparidan with the rebound again.
Yeah, Clearfield's getting looked on their inbounds coming back down the court.
De La O on Fili. Fili cross. Drives no good. Pretty good crossover there to get by De La O.
Leava'a has been forcing it at the rim right now, and she hasn't had a lot of success in that department. No points to her name yet.
That's only the 3rd turnover for Clearfield here in the first quarter. 1 minute, 9 seconds left. Here in the first quarter, Wasatch will again see full court pressure. It's just a man press. There's nothing
from both
fancy.
teams. From both teams. It's very aggressive. This is kind of how the Maple Mountain game also started, and that died out as we went through the game.
And Greenwell takes a 3. No good off the back rim, and that's going to go out of bounds.
It's a good look, though. That's what you need to see from Wasatch, is some ability to see where your teammates are rather than just kind of forcing these pick and rolls.
It was a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, that Anna Greenwell
And now look at Wasatch.
passed on a couple of open threes.
Yeah.
And Coach Hall immediately got her out and chewed her out. And right after that, in the next 5 minutes, she hit 2 threes. So I think the message was taken. Now, Bargunza there for the rebound. Beautiful pass down low, and that's a bucket. That is Amory Scholar. That's her first bucket. And a steal by Scholar on the inbounds. Wasatch a little careless.
20 seconds.
Getting that in. No shot clock. 15 seconds left in the quarter. And that's a turnover. Here comes Wasatch.
Something.
They have 7 seconds. They're going to try to run something. Riley Smith's going to take a way downtown three. No good. And that will be the last shot of the first quarter. I actually like that. That would have been exactly what they needed before the half.
I mean, that quarter right there was just a game of two tails. Clearfield came out 8-0 start. Now Wasatch has the lead 9-8. Completely different two types of games. Wasatch could not find anything on their offense. We saw so many turnovers, Brent, just turnover. And then Clearfield, they just gave Clearfield another 2 points, so they actually do have the lead. I guess they missed a bucket.
Maybe that last bucket by Scholar that was down, and that would actually seem correct.
Now that I think about it.
The little one down there, so it is 9-10. So it is a.
But that's a 9-2
scoring
run
yes,
for Wasatch.
That is.
So they have a bit of that momentum, even though they're down on the scoreboard.
We'll take a break. Join us back here in a minute for second quarter. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. A state basketball tournament here hosted at Wasatch High School. Kate Miller's going to drive, has it stolen.
Debit or credit.
Abby Thane, little move, juke move. That's at least Thane's second steal.
I mean, that was a solo play from Thane. Stole and cashed in on.
Billy Leava'a drives, gets it to Garner, and she scores.
A great dish off there from that starter player, Leava'a. Another situation of Wasatch having court vision that we didn't see in those opening minutes.
Shot up by Scholar is good. Scholar with 4 points now.
And this
all in the last
moving.
minute.
Yeah, we're seeing this ball move fast. No one's really setting up plays. It's just quick ball move, shot.
So far, everything Clearfield is showing is just exactly what Coach Soder talked to me about before the game. It's another steal. Showing a lot of energy there. Not sure who they ended up calling that on.
That's going to go against 31 for Wasatch. Garner.
Oh, they're going to call that against Garner.
I think it's a blocking foul.
The steal again was Abby Thane. She has a couple of steals. I think we're talking about at least 7 or 8 steals so far for Clearfield.
Yep. All in 8 minutes, 9 minutes of action.
6:45 left here in the first half. Clearfield showing confidence with a 14-11 lead over Wasatch. That's Wyasket kicks it out. De La O already has 2 3-pointers. That one's off the mark. Speridan comes down with it.
Clearfield's not afraid to get aggressive, even though there's a size difference in these two teams, which is something that you have to kind of like tip your hat towards. The Wasatch, they need to just find a little bit of a formula to scoring.
You can see down there, that shot by Greenwell. Good. There's a battle right now. They have put Emiko Kano one of their tallest players. She's listed at 5'10". I think she's a little bigger than 5'10". But
She's playing bigger.
Battling. Yeah, she plays big. She's battling. They're going to call that on Kate Miller, I believe. But yeah, she's just battling with Spariton and really getting good position on Spariton, not allowing her to post up hardly at all the last couple possessions.
Right now, Gardner has a lot of the points for Wasatch, 8 points to be exact right now. They got to have some other sources of output come in from this lineup for Wasatch so that there's just more threats that Clearfield has to worry about.
Three-pointer in and out. Boy, there once again, that's Kano with the offensive board. Kano's impressed. She didn't start, but she has been impressive in terms of her size. That foul's going to be charged to Clearfield. To Abby Thane, that's her first.
And I've seen, for the size difference, Clearfield's gotten some offensive rebounds. There's almost a steal. Now it
Brown got it back, but then had it taken again. So that's 2 steals for Clearfield on that play. And there's a steal by Brown for Wasatch.
If you take your time, you allow Clearfield to set up this press that they like to do. You got to be careful transitioning this ball to the other side of the court.
Winsler at the top, Garner. You can see that Spariton is just hounded, trying to get position, and does not. There it's thrown away. Spariton just really, this is going to be a battle for her. Kano may not be as tall, obviously, as Spariton, but she gets her feet wide, has a strong base, and is really not allowing Spariton where she wants to go.
So Leah Valla's been checked back in the game. I'm wondering if that's an instruction, like Cole wanted to tell her like to maybe try something new, because it wasn't a long break she had. It was like one play in and out. So maybe she'll have a different role.
Shot blocked by Garner. Taken over once again. Taylor Brown picked it up.
Yeah, Taylor Brown's going to get credited with the steal, but that was all Garner. She
Garner with the block. Yes.
That passing ball after the block. Great defensive play from her.
Feely Leava'a drives and just in and out. Spariton with the offensive board and put back. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Wasatch.
As they take the lead. So 15-14 right now.
We're going to keep it right here at this timeout. Kyler, what are you looking at that's good or bad right now for Wasatch?
I mean, Wasatch has shown that they can do it. We just saw Spariton do it that time. We need to see it consistently. There's times where they steal that ball. They're struggling with the full court press. If they can get around the full court press and then find more consistent scoring, this score is just going to get racked up. But Clearfield, you got to give them credit. Their defensive plan is working very well. They have created good scoring opportunities. If they convert them, that's how Clearfield is going to really run away with this game as well.
Clearfield beat Brighton High School 2 nights ago. In a game at Clearfield. They played at Clearfield and beat Brighton, and that earned them the right to meet Wasatch. These teams are in terms of rankings, they're not far apart.
But I feel
Number
like
6 Wasatch, 11
Wasatch is
Clearfield.
a little bit higher than 6 in terms of the season they've had. I mean, they've taken the number 1 team all the way to the wire, so 6 doesn't necessarily paint the full picture for Wasatch.
There's a shot by Kearns, no good. The rebound, that's Greenwell, had my tongue tied. Greenwell fighting for that rebound for Wasatch. Taylor Brown still in the game. She's going to drive baseline. Looking for Winsler, can't find her. Get it to Garner, dribbles, drives, reverse in, bucket.
The reverse lefty. Huge bucket. Garner on fire right now. That's double-digit scoring.
Garner with 10 points and at least 3 or 4 rebounds so far. Another steal by Greenwell. And Brown ends up with it again.
And Gardner,
17-14. Sorry, Kyle.
No, you're good. And Gardner was a player that we didn't talk too much about in the Maple Mountain game. So it's kind of honestly a little bit of a flip. They're starting to really rely on her.
She was one that I was mentioning. For a couple of weeks, we noticed teams kind of double teaming and taking Garner out because Garner can be a real deciding factor sometimes. Drive by Leava'a, no call, and got shot was away. And there's a great
Oh.
drive. That's
What's
the
size difference
star
on that
for
one?
Clearfield. That's Izzy Wyasket.
That's 5'4" with a 6-foot-plus guard, and you get a layup on that. That was a huge shot.
Wyasket averages a little over 13 points a game. That is her first bucket of the night. They get it down low to Garner. Oh, just out of her hands. I think this is what I think happened. I think Cano tipped it, and then it went off of Garner's hands. I got to credit Cano. She's done a great job. She just came off. Checking into the game for Wasatch
There's a big shuffle.
is Brinley Schuler. So at the guard spots, it's Smith, Schuler, and who is that? Miller. And then it's Garner has sat down. Rebound, Clearfield on that missed shot. Shot is up, no good. Boy, Clearfield just off the mark. They just can't seem to find it lately. Almost a steal by Schuler. Schuler reading it well and caused that turnover. Schuler's going to get it, the opportunity to score, and she is fouled.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised that this referee called that foul.
I think anybody could call that foul, though. That was a heavy foul. Immediately grabbed as soon as she went up for the layup.
Foul was charged to Christensen. Callista Christensen, that's her first. Brinley Schuler at the line for Wasatch, shooting 2. Schuler hits the first.
This is to complete her steal in 2 points. She'll get them.
Schuler sinking both. Kyler, this is a night that is basically the final senior night for Wasatch seniors. Here on this home court.
This is their last as a 5A Wasatch home game.
Yep.
Because everything else is going to be at the U after this point in the tournament.
Winner of this game,
win or lose,
will advance next Tuesday night to the quarterfinals at the University of Utah, which I believe is a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at that in a little bit just to make sure.
Yeah, win or lose, this is it. This is the last hoorah in the nest
for the seniors, and that three-pointer's good. That's Jayla Kearns. Kearns has 5 points.
Tie game right now. Minute 30. You want to close this half out with a lead on top.
One of the stats that I thought was really interesting that Coach Soder knew about Wasatch. Down low to Sparidan. In and out. Boy, those couple of Clearfield girls, not very big, but they're doing a good job guarding her. That's another three-pointer. De La O, Sierra. De La O has 9 points with 3 3-pointers.
5'3", but can just shoot the lights out right now. Lethal beyond the arc, and that was something that Maple Mountain last week didn't get going really well. That's usually in their arsenal. Now Wasatch is struggling to shut down the shots from deep.
Down low to Garner. And that offensive board attempt, they're going to call on Sparidan.
That's 2 fouls now for her.
That's an interesting call. I mean, I know it's probably a 50-50 call to me. It was position-wise, looked like she was okay.
The hands are in front.
But then the ball went that way
but your
to
back's
the left.
kind of coming on the side. Yeah, I'd agree. That's a 50-50 call.
Boy, they blow right past a double team. Plenty of time on the shot clock. There is about a 14-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock for the half. Shot clock down to 14. That shot is blocked again by Garner. Wasatch has 22 seconds left in the half. No shot clock, it's on, but they're going to turn it off here in a second. Feely's going to drive. She's going to take a 10-footer just off the mark. But, and there's going to be a foul charged. They're going to give that to Wyasket. That's an unfortunate foul for her. Neither team in any type of bonus.
Yeah.
Both teams with 3, so that 3 fouls. That will not be an issue. Greenwell gets the inbound pass and scores. 5 seconds left on the clock. There will be a shot for Clearfield. Shot is up, and it's no good. Pretty good look by Destiny Gomez. And I got to agree with you, Kyler. Really good ball movement by Clearfield.
Yeah, Clearfield is just moving around the Giants quicker. They know that they're faster players, and they are using that to their advantage. And on defense, they are double teaming. If they get inside the paint, they're not letting anything go for free inside there. But I think we need to see more from Liava. She's getting plenty of assists, but 0 points right now to her name. And she is forcing a lot of these looks. They're giving her the one-on-one opportunities. But she's still, for a player of her quality, we need to see her hit that level.
Liava does have a couple of steals and at least 3 assists, which is her bread and butter for sure. But you're right. It was just a few weeks ago that she was getting 2 or 3 threes made a game. All right, well, thanks for joining us on Sting TV. It's halftime here at Wasatch High School at the 5A State Girls Basketball Tournament. We will be back for the third quarter and second half of this game. Thanks for joining us.
All right, how's it going, Wasatch? My name's Mr. Duke, and I'm going to show you guys what's in my bag today. All right, so in my bag, first you'll see I keep a little Snoopy skateboarding here. The main thing that's usually in my bag that I carry with me is my speaker. So we got the JBL speaker. A lot of times I'll be playing a lot of music, sometimes in class. Some of my favorite artists, I'd have to go with 21 Pilots, by far, probably my favorite. I also like Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Neighborhood, Tame Impala, Mac Miller, any of those usually you'll find coming out of my classroom or on my speaker there. Let's see, we've got a book here, what I'm currently reading. It's called Be Water, My Friend. It's a book about Bruce Lee, kind of his life, a lot of his philosophies. I'm a sucker for some cheesy kung fu movies, especially if Bruce Lee's in them, so that's what I like to read now. A lot of wisdom right here. Last thing, want me this little Rafiki meditating here. He goes in my office on my desk. It's just like a reminder for me that to not take life too serious, stay patient, stay calm, be present, that sort of thing. So he's usually on my desk, keeps me calm throughout the day. That's about all I've got in my bag today. Have a great day, Wasatch.
Wake up, filthy.
We ain't even know because it's gonna take
Cold red, if I tell it, the puller she gon' moped it. My doggy don't unless it's gonna let it. I don't back and forth over no net, so just gon' did it. See me when you see me, if it's smoke, doggy, unleash it. Dip rockin' be my fave, I'ma gon' beat it. Looking in the mirror, kiss my face, I'm too conceited. Send a girl home, call another dog, I'm too slime. She ain't on the first day, it's her round. Poppin' X for the first time. Kicked in like a 2-time world champ. Booted up and downs like a skate ranch. In my room, lit up like a glow lamp. Who won't smoke? Okay, cool, let's stay home camp.
My name is Brianna, and my top song was probably Good Days by Mac Miller.
Good news, good news, good news. That's all they want.
My name is Madden Marsh. I give the song a 9.5 out of 10, and my top song was Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer.
My name is Carson Halper. I rate this song like a 6.5 out of 10. And my top song was Erase Your Social by Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, I'd give this song about a 3 out of 10. My name is Joey Clark, and my top most listened to song this year was Could You Be Loved by Bob Marley. It's pretty fire.
My name's Abby Millet, and I rate this song a 10 out of 10. My number one song was First Love Late Spring by Mitski.
I'm Will, and I rate this song a 5 out of 10. My top song is Kiss of Life by Sade.
There must have been an angel by my side.
So good. My name's Lucy, and I rate this a 10 out of 10. And my top song was Pushing It Down and Praying by Lizzie McAlpine.
I'm in bed, laying down.
Okay, my name's Hayden, and I rate that song a 7 out of 10. And my top song was All Mixed Up by 311.
Got to bet on yourself now, star.
I'm Jersey Hoover, and I rate this song a 10 out of 10. And my top song of the year is Skinny Lover by Bon Iver.
Come on, skinny love, just let's sing it.
Hello, Wasatch. This is Cam Derrick.
And this is Kohler Rousey.
And today we have student opinions nobody asked for.
Let's hear what they say.
Who am I here with?
Danny.
And what's the best fast food fry?
In-N-Out fries.
Perfect.
Who am I here with?
Easton.
And what is the best class to fall asleep in?
Seminary.
Ooh, I like that.
Who am I here with?
Hayden Hatch.
And what is the worst school lunch food?
Probably any of the burgers or burritos.
Why?
I don't know, the meat is kind of sus.
Agreed.
Who am I here with?
Luke Wright.
And what is the worst smell in the school?
This one's pretty popular, but you know, the West Campus bathrooms.
Ooh, I like that.
Who am I here with?
Maggie Kelly.
And would you rather always have to whisper or always have to shout? That works.
Who am I here with?
Wendy Sharp.
And what is the best thing to microwave that shouldn't be microwaved?
Cup of noodles.
Ooh, I like that.
Who am I here with?
Carrie Clough.
And what's the most annoying thing students come in and ask for?
They can excuse themselves.
Okay, I won't do that. Who am I here with?
Carrie Purdy.
And what's the best thing to spend $5 on?
McDonald's fries and a Diet Coke.
Ooh, that might be lunch. Thank you.
Who am I here with?
Bree Carter.
And which teacher gives main character energy?
Oh, you mean besides myself? Probably Miss Emily Burr. She's always dressing up, getting the vibe, so fun.
Ooh, I like that one.
Off with some records. Wasatch is 17-3, while Spanish Fork is 3-15.
A few weeks ago, we beat Spanish Fork 92-53.
One notable player from that game was J.J. Sear, who hit his career total of 1,000 points.
That's all we have for your pregame talk, Wasatch. Let's send it to some interviews with the coach and players.
What's up, Wasatch? I'm here with our boys basketball head coach, Dan McClure. Coach, a couple weeks ago we played Spanish Fork. That's who we're playing tonight. What kind of tone are you looking to set on the court tonight, knowing our history with them before?
Yeah, so we did. We played them a couple weeks ago and actually played really, really well. And, you know, beat them pretty handily. I actually asked the question yesterday right at the beginning of practice. I just asked Cash Coombs. I'm like, Cash, tomorrow night, meaning here in a few minutes, what's the score going to be when the ref tosses a ball in the air at the tip-off? And Cash looks at me and goes, 0-0. So regardless of what we did a couple weeks ago, we're 0-0 now, and we got to go play really well again and beat them again. And so, you know, it's sometimes a tough thing for a high school team to do because we, you know, I think we're a better team, but now we have to go out and play well.
Yeah, that's a really good mindset to have. Regardless of the score, regardless of who we're playing tonight, what are you looking for your team to bring to the court? Is there anything specific you're looking for them to do?
Yeah, so we talk a lot about this every night is about us way more than it is about our opponents. So we want to go out and we want to play really well. We might go out tonight and not be great and still get a win. And that's not what we're after. We want to go out and play really well and get a win, because it is about us, and it's us continuing to build and get ready for the state tournament coming up. So we're just looking for a really solid performance on our end, regardless of what we see from Spanish Fork. So
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, good luck out there tonight, Coach, and we'll see you guys out on the court.
Chrissy had a secret, she couldn't let it go. I'm sorry, lady, I should have let you know that I don't want up the more than a physical touch. If it's too much, maybe I can move along.
Sting TV's coverage of Wasatch High School girls basketball, the 5A state basketball tournament. Brent Martindale here with Kyler Grant. Kyler, what's the key for Clearfield here in the second half?
Well, I mean, 75, 80% of it, I'd say, is to keep doing what they're doing. They're high pressure. Wasatch is really able to breathe and get the shots that they want to. They're taking certain key players out of the game, and they move the ball well. So they're having a great game right now. It's all about really what Wasatch can do.
There's a drive. Wow, that goes in. That is Wyasket wanting to make something happen for her team, and she does right out of the block.
Another size difference inside the paint, but great handwork to just get it around the length.
Philly's going to take a three-pointer, first of the night, just off the front rim. No good. Clearfield comes down. 24-21 is the lead for Clearfield.
And for a Wasatch point to look at, I think it is all going to come down to number 23. Leah Vaughn needs to find her scoring side of the game.
Bernards takes a three. Wow, no foul call on that, but Spariton's still going to come down with it. She was almost wrestled, almost clear out of bounds on that, and the one referee was looking at the ball. So, but you know, that's what a good rebounder does. Spariton's down low, no call, but
that was a pass.
Garner cleans it up and puts it back. 12 points for Danielle Garner.
Yeah, Garner has been very immense so far in this game. A huge bright spot, especially inside the paint.
And that's a turnover for the Falcons. Wasatch will take over down 23-24. You know, of the keys for Wasatch you were talking about, Kyler, it seems like Clearfield has an open three often.
Yep.
And that to me is something that's gotta change, because they're hitting them. Danielle Garner gets her own rebound. Her shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Garner just putting in the work in the trenches right now.
A chance here to tie the game and maybe take it, depending on if you can make them both. Wasatch, once again, trying to get very nitty and gritty inside the paint, and it's going to give them a trip to the line.
Gardner misses the first. Foul was charged to Scholar. That is her second. Clearfield has a couple players with 2 fouls, which at this point in the third quarter, Garner hits the second, and it's tied up at 24. Stolen from behind, but kept well protected by the Falcons. That was Kate Miller sprinting up behind. Took the dribble right out of her hand. They're going to call that on Garner. That's amazing. The stuff that happened down here, and they're going to call that. That's crazy. And I'm talking about for both teams. I mean, both ways. I mean, earlier it was
a lot of fouls in the rebounds.
Wyasket that got hammered a couple times. Definitely defended better there. That three-pointer was by Kate Miller. It's kicked out. The drive, there's an open three. That's going to be up and no good. And nobody went for the ball. It was between 3 people. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. That's going to go to Wasatch.
And Clearfield had a chance to actually get the rebound or save the ball going out of bounds, but didn't happen. That should have been points for Clearfield. The ball movement was very good. They got an offensive rebound afterwards, but nothing to show for it. Wasatch got it away with a chance there for the Falcons.
Leavaha at the point just hounded. It's Kate Miller that's hounded. Miller's going to drive. No good. Spariton with the offensive board. No call. The gym is just absolutely frantic. You got both parents.
Because
You got
there's a
Clearfield.
travel, and
Yeah,
then she got
Clearfield.
pushed.
That
one
time
will
the
go.
ball goes in. No, they're not going to say a foul. They're going to say it's no before the shot. Spariton showing her frustration. Yeah, you had Clearfield side of the gym wanting the travel. There had to be one of the two, right? I mean, if it's not a foul,
She was
then it's a
hammered.
travel.
There should have been a foul on her. And then, I mean, she moved from like point A to point B very clearly.
Now, that referee, when he just called the foul,
And it's
he-
not a
I
shooting
thought he
foul.
just said 2 shots.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's
Spariton gets it down low, puts it up. No good. The rebound goes to Scholar. And
Maybe a
here
temporary
comes
5v4.
De La O sprinting down. Oh, no, sorry. That's Wyasket. Her shot is no good, but it's going to be stolen by, wow, lots of stuff. You can see it happening.
This is
here. Kearns got it back, put the shot up. It was blocked by Danny
timeout.
Garner.
Coach Hall calls a timeout here, and I think that's very wise from her because Clearfield right now is just making this game scrappy. They are frustrating Wasatch. Yeah, part of that is going to come down to the refereeing, but Wasatch right now, they have to get their head in the game. It is still tied, very within their reach. But Clearfield right now is kind of running this game.
Well, and you know, the score is tied, but it does seem like that to me. I agree
Just like
with
it's
you.
their style. It's
It seems
how
like
they
it's-
wanted this game to
They're
go.
kind of pacing it, yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, at the same time, the strengths of Wasatch are doing their part. The posts are scoring and rebounding, and they're double scoring and double rebounding Clearfield's posts, and so it's a battle of guards versus posts, I guess, at this game. The timeout was called by Wasatch, a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in action here. Clearfield.
Garner right now is the player that has been hot. We need to see some other players in the scoring charts at least really step up.
Yeah, I agree. 24 all. We've got a referees trying to talk with the table here to discuss something. Now there's still another discussion going on, so we'll just wait for this game to get going. Kyler, we mentioned these teams. The winner of this game tonight will move on to the second round. They will get the opportunity to play West. And, oh, no, the winner of the West and Payson game. That should be a really interesting, actually, battle. West has done really well this year, but Payson has surprised already 2 top 15 teams with wins. And
could do it again.
That is a game I would like to see. Okay, back to the action. Clearfield gets it inbounds, down low. Spariton all
Block.
over. That's a block by Garner.
Man, Gardner is the hero right now. If Wasatch wins this game, they have her to thank.
Feely's going to drive. No good. Garner once again just can't put it in. The lid on the basket for Wasatch, for both teams right now, it seems like.
I mean, Gardner's got over half the points.
Three-pointer no good. Spariton with the board.
Over half the points, rebounds, steals, blocks. Gardner's doing it all.
And Spariton, like we mentioned before, what happened to Garner the last couple of weeks, it's Spariton that's double, triple teamed this time. And I think that's Spariton up high at the free throws. Feely's going to take a shot, no good. Greenwell comes in. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Greenwell. Wow.
How do you call it? I don't even. I
Wow.
can't even fathom that call. She's ahead of her.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me a little bit too. But boy, the parents,
That
the
has
Wasatch
to be
parents,
one of
just
the worst
irate
calls
right now.
tonight. I don't get that one, Brent. That one escapes me.
Christensen dribbles down, gives it to Kano, who's back in the game. This is De La O is going to drive and score.
Is that one a shooting foul?
That one,
But
Greenwell,
that one's the shooting foul.
Greenwell did not argue it, so it'll be a foul on
I mean,
Greenwell. Basket is good by De La O.
So what's the difference between that and other ones that Wasatch has had?
Feely's going to come off, get a breather.
Yeah,
and Abby Winsler.
She keeps forcing those shots, and it just has not gone her way, sadly.
Riley Smith checks in. Greenwell's going to check out. Score right now, I believe, is wrong. I think they gave the bucket to.
It's a 3-point game for Clearfield.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, there they got it changed now. And then the free throw was good.
Yeah, there it is.
So there is the correct score. 27-24 is the lead for the Falcons, who have led, even though there has been 4 lead changes. Danny Garner! Again, the bucket is good. Garner just figuring out a way. Foul's going to be charged to Jayla Kearns. Definitely a mismatch in size there.
Wow.
Kyler. Kearns comes off. That's her second.
Gardner is really just so immense in this game. This is a chance to get 16 points for her.
And she hits it. 16 points. Danny Garner leading all scorers. 27 all. There have been 5 ties and 3 lead changes. That's blocked out of bounds, but Wyascat trying to make something happen there. No foul was called. He was on the ground when it was all done with. And almost thrown away. A little 5-foot jumper, good.
Bank is open.
That's Thane.
Clearfield right now, this is their game. They are playing it the way they want to.
They're just frustrating the Wasatch in this man defense. It's just been Bradley Smith's going to take a shot, no good. Tipped, given to Kate Smith, and then it's down low to, once again, that one they're going to call that a jump ball.
How is that a jump ball?
I mean,
She's got clear possession.
I did see the hand on the ball, but it was just the banging.
Well, there's 3 players that are kind of in there. One hits her hand, one hits the ball. She's in a shooting animation as well.
Yeah.
It'll be Wasatch ball, but
they're inbounds play. Speriden's going to take a breather. Danny Garner wanted to get it back in. Feely's going to pump fake, get out about 8-footer, good. Philly Leava'a with her first bucket of the night. And that was a good move. A little pump fake to get her player off balance, and then a drive to the middle. I wish she'd do that often, because she is a really good high percentage in that kind of 8 to 9 foot range.
There's an open player on the bottom of the court.
Yeah, wide open is Christensen. She's going to drive, shots up. Pretty good look. Danny Garner. Wow,
she went
another
to war.
jump ball. Wow, that's feisty.
Yeah, Garner is alive inside the paint. Right now, both paints are hers.
Checking in for Clearfield is McKinley Philpott. They're going to get the ball in to Thane. And Wyascat will be kicking it out, and another open 3, no good. That's going to be tipped. Oh, they're going to give that to Clearfield.
I think that's another missed call. That looked like it was clearly off Wasatch.
But even the Clearfield coach didn't argue that, and he was right there. So we're going to.
Did you agree with me on that one?
Well,
that looked like it was off.
I thought there was, but I also know there were 2 different hands up there. So, we'll give it to.
No one in this arena said anything.
Yeah, no one argued that one. Philly's going to drive. Oh, and just misses Garner going in, so that goes out of bounds. That's unfortunate. Garner actually looked like she had the in on the baseline, had beat her player, so.
That would have connected. That would have been a lead.
Tied at 29. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Wow, that was. Aaron, there's another. Once again, Clearfield just able to handle it well. Fewer turnovers.
If they ever notice there's a double team.
Winsler with the block shot. That's going to be a travel. No, they're going to call a foul. Wow. Holy cow. Parents on both sides tonight.
So that's going to go against Leava. I think they're saying the foul happened before the travel. But yeah.
But then how is it shooting?
You just made a great point.
Yeah.
I don't even know. The ball didn't go up for a shot, did it? Or am I? She was hit well before she shot. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, a continuation 2 or 3 steps, but Thane hits the first.
This would be one of the worst ways to bow out of the last 5A tournament for Wasatch.
And hits the second, Thane. Thane with 6 points. Just swarming.
I don't think you saw that, Brent. It was a complete miscommunication on the inbound. Spiriton had her back towards the inbound, and then Clearfield, honestly, it should have been just a bucket, let alone a jump ball.
The Wasatch will get the jump ball possession call.
Coach Hull has to be, frustrated because her team is starting to lose concentration. The referees, the questioning is, the decisions are questionable. It's just all over the place right now, Brent.
Winsler will inbound. She's going to try to get it to Kate Miller. Miller drives. And again, it's just man-to-man. It's not – sometimes it makes – well, they're asking for a 10-second call.
Which it was on the line.
We haven't seen 10-second calling the girls' game yet. I thought they didn't do it in the girls' game.
It was at 25 when they crossed.
Spiriton, boy, just can't put it in. She's going to get fouled. And looks like she's just not able to get it up in the box off the board the way she wants to. So, see, I'm curious now. I mean, the other night, Ken and I were talking about it must not be a 10-second call to get it across the mid-floor in the girls' game. Because I know it's that way in the college girls' game.
Clearfield wanted it.
But Clearfield wanted it.
Yep.
So I got to say, Spiriton hits the first free throw. Greenwell's going to come off for a break. So we have Garner, Winsler, Spiriton, Philly, Liava'a, and Miller in for Wasatch. Wyasket trying to draw a foul there, I saw on that dribble. Boy, that three was open for Bernards if she was ready to shoot that. This time she is. Look, little pump fake, get it down low. Shot is blocked by Winsler, but stolen by Clearfield again. That's Thane with another steal, and they threw it away. It's going to go, I think Feely acted the part there. None of the referees are going to show them.
You hear one end of the fan section from Clearfield yell, and then it's Wasatch the other way. It is a very heated atmosphere right now here at the Nest.
Kate Miller is going to be the point guard. I actually like that sometimes. Miller has it knocked out of her hands.
I thought she just lost, she let go.
Oh, I totally saw the girl.
Did you see
it
that?
Out of her hands, yeah. Yeah, Clearfield, this game is out of control with parents right now. Spiriton takes a little two-step left shot and is fouled, so she will have 2 more free throws.
Yeah, I got to wait for them to go to the line before I say that they are going to the line. Just with how this game is turning out.
Spiriton with 6 points, and she has hit her free throws. And this is a lead now for Wasatch. We are now at 6 lead changes in this game. Hits the second. 26 seconds is all that's left in the half. Clearfield now seeing a little, that's a travel. That's a turnover from the press.
I don't think Wasatch has had bigger than a 2-point lead. Maybe 3.
3, I think, was the biggest lead, yeah.
To get a 4-point lead over Clearfield.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. And they'll have inbound the ball about 3/4 court away. Plenty of time. 20 seconds on the clock for the third quarter. Leava'a hounded. And nothing has changed from this man-to-man defense. Feely's going to drive, take the shot, and she's fouled. Wow, I think that was clearly Feely just trying to get a foul. And they're going to call that on, I believe,
number 10.
Yeah, that's Thane. That'll be Thane's third foul. That's actually significant. Not necessarily trouble. Feely misses the first.
I think that's reminiscent of her shooting game today. She's really struggled to find her shooting form. But everything else, the passing, the steals, the tempo,
yeah,
she's brought what she always brings.
I got to say, there's been a couple times these referees don't seem in sync.
Yeah.
I mean, just right there, one of the refs just called the player in, and Feely already had the ball in her hand. It's like, how can you not see that? Danny Garner with another offensive board. It's going to stay with Wasatch. Feely missed the second. Garner came charging in.
1.8 on this. You got to have a play here.
Wasatch has been successful on their inbounds under their own basket plays.
Yeah, do you go for the height and try to force it and just get a quick shot off that way, or do you go for
Sheridan is double teamed at the moment. It's got to be
shoot.
Waited too long. Winsler, no good.
She wasn't aware. She was kind of caught off guard, like, oh, I got to shoot.
The lead is 33-31 going into the fourth quarter here at the second round of the state 5A girls basketball tournament. Thanks for joining us on Steak TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nest at Wasatch High School. This is the second round of the Utah 5A Girls State Basketball Tournament, and it has been a barn burner. Clearfield coming in as the 11th seed to the host Wasatch Wasps, the 6th seed, and I expected it to be a close game, but I agree with you, Kyler. Clearfield has impressed with their tenacious defense, and it has caused some troubles, even though they're down 2 points to begin the fourth quarter.
Very flustered Wasatch right now, and Clearfield is just causing that. They even have good looks, Clearfield, on their attack, but they haven't been able to get these high percentage shots to fall. They would probably easily have a lead if they could.
Wasatch has shown their dominance in the paint, with the majority of the scoring coming from the paint. Danny Garner with the team game high 16 points, shot no good, and Mount Garner comes down with the rebound again.
Now the question is, do you try to take the time out, and not an actual timeout, but like drain the clock and then just strip that kind of away from Clearfield?
Yeah, no one touched that, so it's out of bounds. I think they were trying to run a play there.
Yep.
Kate Miller trying to get Feely down low, but it went sailing over her hands. So that'll be a Wasatch turnover. What we haven't seen from Clearfield, even though they've been tenacious, that was great defense that time by Danny Garner for the no good shot. And another steal. There's a 3-on-1. Shot is up, no good. And it's knocked out of bounds by Clearfield. No call. Boy, fans just, and the coach, head coach, JT Soder.
Gardner just defended a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 fast break after getting that successful. The referees are having a discussion here.
Again.
But they're going to, they changed
They're going to give it to Clearfield. That was.
I haven't seen that in a while. Like that
ref
big
on the
of a
far court came over and discussed it, and said it was his opinion that the ball was knocked out of bounds by Wasatch. Clearfield will have the ball down 2 with 6
But given the
minutes.
situation, Clearfield should have got points on that. Gardner defended that well. Almost got a steal there.
Yeah. This is Wasatch kicks it out. That looks like a double dribble, but it's not. There's an open look for Scholar, and
Wow.
that's a 2-pointer, so it is tied again.
Clearfield's court vision, like they know when they feel 2 players, and they're like, somebody's open. They move that ball to whoever that player is that's open every time. They are so good at moving the ball.
Garner is hounded by Kearns. Garner's going to drive. I like that. That's going to get Kearns her 3rd foul. That's just the first team foul of the quarter. We had a fan ask the other day, how come, what's the bonus foul situation? And the way it's changed in the high school game is every quarter the fouls reset. And so when a team gets 5 fouls in a quarter, then it's just automatically double bonus. And that has not happened in the game tonight, except last quarter. That last foul was the 5th foul, but there was only 8 seconds left or 3 seconds left.
Yep.
Garner once again hits both free throws, 18 points. That is definitely not a season high. She has scored higher than that before, but especially the last few weeks, this is her shining moment.
Yeah, she is willing her team right now to the U of U.
35-33 is the lead for Wasatch. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. I got to say, it's another block.
And who? Who was it?
And a steal by Garner. Danny Garner, as you mentioned, just right now.
Just get the ball in her hands. Work a play on a pick and roll with her. She is
carrying. Kate Miller's going to drive left-handed layup. Good.
Her first bucket. And what a time to grab that first bucket, Brent.
37-34. This is the largest lead of the night for Wasatch. There's a foul they're going to call on Greenwell. I think that was Greenwell trying to fight around the pick by the little block. And they're going to give Greenwell, that's actually her 4th foul. That hurts a little bit. Abby Winsler is going to check back in. Greenwell with 4 fouls. If this game goes overtime, that'll hurt a little bit. Winsler playing a little, almost like a box and one on De La O. Shot up, in and out. Once again, Garner with the rebound. Wyaskett just struggling. That shot just looked like it was more in the rim than out until it just finally popped back out. Almost another steal. Feely's going to drive, takes a little 4-footer off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Kate Miller's going to take a 3, it's off the mark. But Winsler gets the board and the bucket.
Wasatch.
Abby Winsler, 4 points.
6-point lead for Wasatch. The perfect time to come alive right now.
I remember distinctly. There's going to be a timeout. This is going to be a full timeout for Clearfield. And we're going to go ahead
they need it.
And take a break. We're going to be right back here after this timeout with the remainder of this game. Wasatch up 39-33. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV.
disrupted them. They're finding consistent scoring here for the Wasps. And Clearfield, when we talk about their ball movement, yes, they're doing it, but they're not converting their shots. They are the ones who look flustered, and that's why we're finally starting to see a timeout come from them.
The long, tall arms of Wasatch is starting to wear just a little bit. We'll see how that goes. There's
They
a
have
lot
to
of time.
exert a lot of energy just to get around the size that Wasatch has, and it has worked. You make up a good point. A lot of teams usually get very fatigued in the late stages of a game versus the Wasps.
Although it has been Clearfield that has pressed longer. There's a nice move, another play. Oh, that time they're going to get the foul on Garner. She didn't argue it, so.
That was a heavy, heavy foul.
Garner, that's her third. And at the line is Kearns for Clearfield. Kearns has 5, now 6. And if I believe, that's she's coming up on her game average. She averages about 7 points a game. And that's 6.
She hits it.
7 points. So that's her average. Still more full court pressure. This time it's a zone pressure. Maybe they've been doing that for a couple of times. And almost a steal. The Wasatch breaks it. 39-35. And Wasatch is going to take some time off the clock.
Smart.
15 seconds on the shot clock. You can see them starting to move a little bit. Kate Miller looking down low. Garner's wide open. She's going to take a 7-footer. Good! Baseline jumper, Garner, 20 points. 41-35.
The vision and the exquisiteness of that pass from Kate Miller really set that play up.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And
that was a beautiful play.
Kate Miller has been so strong for Wasatch to get this huge lead that they have.
Back to a 6-point lead for Wasatch. Feely almost, and he saw it and they didn't argue it. Feely brushed it, but then it was off the hands of Christensen. That's a turnover. Wasatch is going to see the same little, now it's back to the man. Miller gets it across, 2:50 left in the game.
Kate Miller's the hot hands right now. If you have a play designed, you want to get her involved.
She is hounded by Christensen way up almost at half court. Kate Miller's going to drive, gets it to Garner. Just can't put it in. Oh, beautiful pass and play. I think
that right now is the 1-2 combo, Miller to Gardner, and that's the person you want shooting it in that position.
Yeah, that was first time miss. There's going to be an open shot by Clearfield, no good. They get their own rebound. Oh, nice little Euro move, no good, and it's going to be with Clearfield.
Like the vision to see that pass across the court.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I mean, Wasatch, every time they double team, it is a scary moment for them because Clearfield at any point can find that pass. It's just going to be, because that should have been a bucket.
Right. Timeout Clearfield. It's going to be full, but we're going to stay here and talk about that. So that's right there was a perfect example of what's changed a little bit. What you were saying, it's like they had open looks early and they were hitting them.
Yep.
And frustrating Wasatch with the defense. Well, now, not as much frustration at the Wasatch end, and they're missing their open shots. And still, this is a within reach game for Clearfield.
And I was telling you about, we need to see some other players come up and help Gardner. Kate Miller has been that person in this fourth quarter, and they've been more polished on the offensive side. And Clearfield's kind of unpolishing. They look a little bit more rusty on their offensive side of the court because they're still passing the ball very well.
Yeah,
but they're not getting those shots to fall.
At moments.
Yes.
But they've also had far more turnovers, I think, here in this last 2 quarters than they did in the first. So,
and I mean, that's 2 timeouts in this quarter alone from Clearfield to try and clear the air on what's happening. They look a little bit more tired. I think you can add on to that as well.
Wasatch, what's Coach Hull telling her team right now?
You got to keep doing this. You see the plays where they're just winding that clock down. You got to not give anything for free for Clearfield. Chew up as much clock as you can.
6-point lead is a 2-possession game. And that would seem like the time that you'd run off a little time off the clock. Down low, had a look, no good. But that
There
time
it is.
it's good. That's Chris. Sorry, I was going to say Kristen. That's Scholar. Scholar is leading Clearfield with 8 points.
Oh, wait a minute.
Danny Garner wide open, but come from behind. Call a timeout. Yep, got the timeout. So Audrey Holt called the timeout before the mix-up. Garner just surprised everyone. And not a surprise that she's that athletic, but she stole it, took off, and I think it surprised Clearfield.
Yeah.
So once again, a timeout. It is a full timeout. This time we are going to take a break. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. The end of this game coming up. It is a 4-point lead for Wasatch. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The end of the timeout that Coach Hull called to save Danny Garner on the floor with 4 players, it seemed like, on top of trying to get the ball. They get the ball into Garner. They're going to call a travel. And, that might have been that time.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on her.
The ball just wasn't just clean grabbed, and she didn't have, and then there were lots of hands reaching for it.
I think Wasatch needs to stop the double teaming on the 3-point line. Force them to come at you, and that's when you do the double team.
Wyaskett drives, gets Miller to foul her.
You got to clear up the fouls, too. That's, I believe, that's going to be foul number 3 in this quarter for Wasatch. And that's starting to become a concern. Tonight here against Wasatch. Wyaskett with 4 points, normally averaging 13. Misses the first free throw and the second. And on offensive board, they're going to call the double dribble. I actually wondered that for a second, which is unfortunate. I think it was kind of battle and knocked out of her hands, but minute 30, just get the ball in the hands, get past half court, and just
1 minute
wind
35
the clock down.
And they're just going to foul as quick as they can. I think
3
that's
fouls
smart.
to give.
Yeah. They have 4. They have 3 more now.
Yeah. I was looking at the timeouts. Yes.
And so the foul, although they do have 2 players with 3 fouls now. The Falcons
both on
do.
the court, and
they're going to foul again. And so that'll be the 3rd team foul. And the problem with that I see is they should be trying to get a steal.
Yes.
Why not try to get a steal and get a foul?
Well, they're done with the foul.
Because they were so good with the, like that. Try to get a steal and then foul.
Yep.
And it does stop the clock. But now the next foul will result in free throws for Wasatch.
And that depends on who you foul. Like, who you send to the line.
Right. Minute 23 left here in the game. Wasatch nursing a 4-point lead over the feisty Clearfield Falcons. There's going to be another timeout, this time by Wasatch. And it is a full timeout. Let's talk just a little bit again. Once again, the winner of this game, as we mentioned earlier, if
West
we
Payson.
had a grag, we'll play the winner of the West Payson game.
Which is
We're
underway.
It did finally get started probably the last
Yep,
15
they're 15
minutes.
minutes in.
We started this game at 6 o'clock. Normally the games are at 7. In fact, all the other, Kyler and I were looking, all the other games tonight are at 7. Wasatch does that sometimes to help teams that come a long way.
This is a big travel. Wasatch is a little bit out there. Not
especially
easy.
for Clearfield.
Yeah.
So they give them the option is what they do. Coach Hull, I believe, gives the option. Do you want to start the game at least an hour earlier? And I can understand that. So the winner of this game will play the winner of the West High School Payson game. That's West at number 3, and then Payson at number 14.
And that's a tricky number 14 team, like you were saying.
Yeah, I would love to see that one. Although West is good. They're
Yeah.
really good. They're big. They're great shooters.
It's always a physical school. Like
Yeah.
in whatever sport they play, West is never easy to go to in a physicality sense.
Well, this Clearfield team played in the Region 5, and the Fremont was the winner of that region. The Clearfield took second and only lost to Fremont twice. Fremont's ranked 4. So it's a tough region that they come from. And to me, shot is up, no good. And there's an offensive, that's going to be a jump ball. Greenwell in there, that is what she does best. She gets her hustle points. They're going to bring Greenwell out so that she won't get her 5th foul. She'll come out. So Greenwell will come in for offense as often as possible. Same type of subs right now happening for Clearfield. Clearfield has 55 seconds left in this game. It's a 2-possession game, 4-point lead.
If you're Wasatch right now, you have to be so aware of the double team because Clearfield is so good at working around when there's a player that's open. So when they get that ball down there, Wasatch has to be very, very careful. It looks like they're going to go for a full court press. They have moved players up.
So they brought Greenwell back in.
Wait, hold on.
And now they're
saying the jump ball was Wasatch.
And it is. If it was a jump ball, it is Wasatch possession. So
they flipped that.
A little bit of crazy going on here in the second round. Yeah, Coach JT Soder shaking his head. Me too. It's another full timeout.
With the situation on the clock right now as it is, that's currently the timeout clock that you're seeing on your screen. It's under a minute, right? We're at 50 seconds or so.
Yes, yeah, I think it was.
that you could waste 20 to 25,
Yes,
30
you can.
seconds off the clock, Wasatch here. And when you have a 4-point lead, that is a huge call on that jump ball to switch it.
Yes, it is. That is a big, big part of the game.
But Wasatch hasn't been really running this clock down because Clearfield gets in their face and forces them to move it.
Exactly. That's a good point. If they get up that close and their drive lane is open, why not do that? And yet,
looking at your fouls, you're at 4 here for Clearfield, so you got to be careful about who you do foul.
Clearfield has some choices. Spariton has hit 50% of her free throws. Like Garner is 80% free throw tonight.
Like, do you send Leah Vaugh to the line? Like, she hasn't made really anything tonight. She's 0 for 2 from the line.
Maybe. Still some discussion here. Referees, I'm going to just say this has been the least consistent of the night that I've seen.
Purdy would be having a
whole
field
season. They're going to try to get it out. They do. They get it to Greenwell. Garner's going to take a quick shot. No good. Not sure if that's what was called. Boy, they had a chance to just run some time down.
And why are they forcing the shot there? Gardner, I don't like that decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was – I can't imagine that was the play, but Garner, hey, I can't – you got to trust her. She's been hitting hot tonight, so I don't mind that. 52 seconds left in the game.
This is a must-make bucket.
Yeah, you're right. Clearfield is on a 1.5, 2-minute span where they have not scored. Drive is up. The foul is going to be Sierra De La O.
I think that's Leah Vaugh who's called on it. They have 23.
Fili Leava'a with her second personal foul.
That's 4 fouls for both teams.
Sierra De La O has had an amazing game for about half of it. She hit 3 3-pointers. 2 of them were in the first quarter, so she has been quiet since then.
It's a 3-point game.
38 seconds. De La O hits the first.
You have to be very vigilant on a rebound right now. This is something you cannot allow Clearfield to get.
In there is, hits the second. De La O, that means she has 11 points. And another timeout will be called. This time it's a 30-second timeout. And we have a 2-point ball game.
So 3 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. What do you do if you're Clearfield? Do you foul if somebody that you like has to go to the line.
Yeah, see, I just
Is that?
I just
Wish we had
let
Lang here.
Wasatch try to do it. They've made a couple of poor decisions on shots. Let them try. And
Yeah, but if they use that clock, they could go all the way to 3 seconds.
That's the big question.
Yeah.
That's the big question. I would imagine maybe he'll have a safety.
And it comes down to Gardner shooting that shot quick on that previous possession. There's
Yeah,
plenty of shot clock there. And if you waste another 10 seconds,
right,
you have to make them do something.
This is where coaching does a little bit for sure.
Yes.
But it becomes players' decisions on the court. That is the key. This has been either way, a fantastic second round state tournament game. Clearfield has really shown mettle coming in here to the nest. There have been 8 lead changes, but there has not been 8 since.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I thought that was
close,
not on
very close.
I thought that
knocked
was
out of bounds. Yeah, you thought.
Did you think the same?
I actually didn't, but I could see how it could. So Kate Miller, they get it open. Greenwell feeling now they are running clock, but they've got to foul somebody.
Hot potato.
And they do Miller. Miller is 2 for 2 on her free throws.
You can tell she did not want to get. She was like, "Bring it on! I'll take the free throws."
Oh, I take that back. Miller has not shot free throws tonight.
But she wanted to go to the line. They wanted her to be the one.
Yep.
They got it to their half, and they're like, "Let's pass it around. Where's Kate? Where's Kate?" They got her.
Kate Miller, senior guard, played a lot of games here in this nest.
That's a huge one. It's
the first. You know, you weren't here for the game a few weeks ago when Pleasant Grove, I think I told you about that one.
Got to worry about the rebound, too.
Wasatch had the 2-point lead. Miller sinks cool as the bottom of my pillow. Sinks the shot. It is a 2-possession game. 4-point lead, 20 seconds. Clearfield has to drive. No foul. And on the rebound, Garner once again with the board, and she is fouled. And that spells doom for this young Falcon team.
That might just be the game right there. Gardner, pretty much one bucket, I think, will close this one out.
Garner with 20 points, clearly the player of the game at this point.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
For both teams. And you know, we hate doing those type of votes. Garner misses the first, we jinxed her.
Both teams have one timeout.
Because the whole team wins. I mean, it hasn't been just Garner, obviously, but she has really sprouted. Hits the second. That's a 5-point game.
Got to get it down.
Quickly, Clearfield comes down 10 seconds. They're just wanting any type of shot. 3-pointer look good. 6.2 seconds and a timeout.
Hold your horses.
That makes it a 2-point game. Wyasket with her first 3-pointer of the night.
So
with 6.2 seconds left.
A trip to the line, making them both pretty much kill this game. One leaves the door open for a 3-pointer.
I think what has had a little trouble tonight has been Wasatch just inbounding.
Yes.
The hounding and pressure defensively of Clearfield has clearly caused problems. So on the inbound play will be everything. They want to get it.
Got to get that.
Who they want to shoot the free throws. They will be, in my opinion, double teaming Kate Miller.
Yeah, so watch number 10 on your
They're going to keep her from shooting. Feely's going to take it out, so she's not going to get fouled. You have Garner, Spariton,
starting lineup,
Greenwell, and Miller. That can be
5.
inbounding.
No special changers. Maybe like, oh, this player's better at shooting free throws. Going with how we begun this final 5A playoff game for Wasatch in 5A.
6.2 seconds left in the game. Wasatch nursing a 2-point lead.
Watch number 10.
They're going to try to get Miller open. They do. They get it to her and foul her immediately. 4.9. So about a second and a half at the most clicked off there. And that will be charged to De La O. That's her third. Again, if this game were to go into foul trouble, it is Clearfield with the disadvantage a little bit. They do have Kearns with 4, Wyasket with 3, and now De La O with 3. Miller misses the first.
You've got time to get down the court for Clearfield.
They're going to take Speridan out, and Winsler comes in. I would think they'd want her in there for the rebound, right? But Miller sinks the second. It's a 3-point game. 4.9 seconds.
Get down.
Wasatch, that's what I was going to say. They could foul somebody, not on the 3-point play, but that is the game. That worried me a little bit, Kyler. Blocking a 3-point shot in that scenario. That's exactly how Pleasant Grove beat Wasatch a few weeks ago. But instead, it is a victory for Wasatch, 45-42, to put Wasatch in the quarterfinals against the winner of Weston Payson. Kyler, what can you say about that last play?
What a great way to end the final 5A Nest game here for the Wasatch Lady Wasps. The fourth quarter, I think, is what we know this Wasatch team for. They really showed out. They locked in that final quarter, and it's kind of the same thing for that previous game versus Maple Mountain. But as you get further in this tournament, Brent, you're going to have to play throughout 4 quarters. There's going to be tougher opponents that you're going to see down the road here at Utah Utes.
All the credit in the world to the Falcons came in here, and I was impressed with the meeting I had with JT Soder. It was nice to give me a few minutes. And like I said, he was so... He knew every single thing that the Wasps were going to do. He knew what their sets were. He knew what their defense was going to be. He listed me 5 or 6 things that he knew. I said, what do you know about Wasatch? He says, well, they do this. And it was impressive. He's obviously done his homework and been able to see that. And it got him a long ways. That team was well prepared. Wasatch won the battle in the paint. And that was the difference in the game.
And Gardner's consistency throughout the fourth quarters was really the difference there.
Yeah.
And this game got chaotic with the calls on the court from the referees, the pressure that we were seeing from both teams, that full court pressure we saw pretty much throughout the entirety of the game. It was leave it all out there type of basketball.
Put Wasatch now, as I mentioned, I was saying Tuesday. The game is on Monday.
Oh, quick turnaround.
At the U of U, so they'll be playing at, and according to the brackets here, it says the game will be at 4:10 in the afternoon. So that is Monday the 23rd. Will be the Wasatch against the winner of West End Payson. The loss for Clearfield puts them at 16-9 for the season. And they had a 10-2 record in region. Wasatch will take their record at 18-5. They're now 19. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the boys. I didn't do very well on that one there. But in either case, Wasatch goes in with good momentum. There's your 17-5 with that victory there. So, Kyler, it's been a pleasure. Thanks. Any final thoughts?
We got one more game tomorrow. One more game. It's going to be our boys team going to battle, and it will be electric as well. Their final game as well in 5A.
Make sure you stay tuned for that. It'll be right here on Sting TV, and the Sting TV crew will be doing that game tomorrow night.
A full Sting TV crew set up for that one.
So we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. For Kyler Grant, I am Brent Martindale, and we will see you at the state tournament at the University of Utah next week. Make sure you join us for the boys game tomorrow night. All right, have a good night. Thanks for joining us.